Could this be the restricted section Lisa mentioned? Doesn't quite feel like it, though. You don't think this place is hiding some terrible secret, do you? Like those rooms you always hear about in scary stories? You know, the ones that are usually totally off limits? That's true. We just kind of waltzed in here. And it didn't seem like the lock had been broken or anything. Wait, hang on a minute. This isn't the door we came in through. Are we even in the library anymore? And what world would that be, huh? Too bad Lisa's not working today, otherwise we could ask her. Well, we're here anyhow, and this place doesn't look too dangerous. Why don't we just take a look around? New places are meant for exploring, after all. You gotta try all kinds of new things to become a good and experienced guide. Ooh, look, a stuffed wolf toy! So cute! It's so fluffy and soft. Wonder who left it here. Oh, foolish traveler, you dare enter this fortress of doom without invitation? Prepare to be eaten alive! We should probably just leave it here for now. This place is huge, so let's keep on exploring!
Repeats its course.
Here's backup! Don't get too close! Cry louder! Behold!
This is where you fall.
The wind rises.
Have fun with this gift.
I got you covered! Fire it up! Unsightly insects! Behold! Search for it!
Dare to mess with me? Witness my rise. Transfixed. Gears of the storm.
The wind rises. Know your place. That's far enough.
Oh no! Sorry! Guests, hello! I've been waiting here for the longest time and nobody came. I was only planning to rest my eyes for a bit, but the sofa was so comfy, I guess I dozed off.
But I can talk!
Sure can! Talking is one of the things I can do. Alright, so... yes. Introductions are in order, aren't they? Greetings, my dear guests. My name is... Wait. What's my name?
Not sure we can help you with that one, buddy. Guess you were in a pretty deep sleep, huh? Seems like you're still waking up.
Huh? Really?
We're just messing with you. Anyway, Paimon friend's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Okay, great, that went well. At least this mysterious room doesn't rob everyone of their memories.
I must apologize. I must have slept for so long that I can't remember what's real and what's a dream anymore. I did have a lot of dreams while I was asleep. Okay, concentrate. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the current me is a concierge in charge of attending to any guests that find themselves here. Ah, yes, you may call me Wolfy.
Okay, but, if all you can remember are your dreams, what makes you think any of them are real experiences? They're just products of your imagination, right?
You mean, if it comes from my imagination, it can't be real life? Oh. Well, it sounds like you know more about that kind of thing than I do. I can't tell the difference at all. I remember a time when a horrid curse was put on me. My heart was cased in unmelting ice, and I had to spend my days in agonizing solitude, surrounded by nothing but boundless tundra. I also remember playing with Whitefang in the misty forest. We chased golden butterflies, waded through rushing streams, and shattered the very moon beneath our feet. And I'll never forget marching in that celebratory procession with the other troops, being showered in confetti as I excitedly waited for Her Majesty the Queen to bestow her honor upon me. It was glorious. To me, all these events are indistinguishable from real experiences. Take my latest dream, for instance. I remember being in a garden of forking paths, and Madame Mage said to me, "From now on, you are a concierge. Be sure to treat your guests well." Then I found myself here. And like I said, I waited and waited and waited. And now, finally, 2 guests have arrived. At last, I can fulfill my duty. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, and who is this Madame Mage? Is she really just a figure from your dream? Seems like there could be more to it than just that.
Well, Madame Mage is Madame Mage, just as you, dear guests, are guests. She and her friends, oh yes, and they're all mages too. Each one of them is a master of their own type of magic, conjuring, illusions, and so on. One of them uses a quill pen to cast her spells. She has a very mysterious ink bottle that contains fantasy truth. I had a little taste when she wasn't looking, and oh my goodness was it bitter! Blech. But the other mages all love her magic. They use their powers of creation to transform her fantasy truth into true fantasy. How do they do that? I haven't the slightest idea. I'm just a toy with stuffing for brains. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, what is this place? We came in here through this one door in the library, but we were never able to open it before.
Ah, well, congratulations on your successful entry, dear guests. This is a special room, one that can only be accessed by those who are invited. Seeing as you two have this privilege, you can invite your friends to enter as well. On that note, I'd better tidy up this place as quickly as possible. Oh, and I should prepare some tea and snacks too. You don't mind if they're on the sweeter side, do you?
Of course not! Wait, before we get ahead of ourselves, mind telling us where we are exactly? Are we even still in Mondstadt?
That is a difficult question. Madame Mage created this room using magic, and I don't know magic. Still, you have my guarantee as concierge that this is a safe and comfortable place. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Yes, I saw! You were magnificent! I was completely enraptured by your performance!
What do you mean, performance?
Well, Madame Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present. I'm sure only the most distinguished of guests are able to take the stage as the story's protagonist and put on a show as spectacular as yours. What a thrilling battle! Yes, that's what every story needs to spice things up. Naturally, those are the kinds of stories I love reading the most. I wonder what would make a good title for a book about your magnificent performance. Should we call it a saga? An epic? A tale of conquest? A chronicle of combat? Choices, choices. In any case, I do hope you will be so kind as to indulge us with more of your fine performances. In fact, scratch that. I'm afraid I shall have to insist. The story of the present is waiting to be written, and you, dear guests, are the ones to fill its pages. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
This place is getting more confusing by the second, but Wolfy seems alright, so we should be fine, right? Besides, our goal is to set foot in every corner of Teyvat, and the courage to boldly go where others dare not to tread is what will take us there.
Wow, what a wonderful line! Spoken like a true adventurer!
You bet! We're the real deal!
Is that so? Well then, I'd better make sure I do my duty as concierge of this place. I hope this can be somewhere for you to rest and recuperate when you're weary, so that you can embark on your next adventure refreshed and renewed. Come back here anytime if you get tired. I'll be sure to take good care of you. I'm afraid I still have some work to do before everything is ready. Thank you for your patience, my dear guests. If you'd like, you can take the stage and perform once more. There'll be toy medals waiting for you in treasure chests afterwards.
I know that many of the younger generation see me as a sort of legendary figure. Why, my stories and my accomplishments can even be found in Kosharawar textbooks. But it does seem that people aren't quite used to having a legend living among them. No one takes my courses or pays attention to my research. Even securing research funding can be a struggle. If I were lucky enough to have one of my predecessors here in the flesh, I'd be waiting on her hand and foot, serving her tea, massaging her shoulders, asking her all sorts of questions. What happened to this generation? Where is their inquisitiveness? Where is their respect?
You need a break already? Your travels sure have made you soft. Can't we just go and get this over with? We're not fighting a trained army here. We'll run circles around those morons. All right, suit yourself. Just don't keep me waiting too long.
Thanks for inviting me here. If there's nothing too urgent that needs your attention, why not take a seat and relax for a bit? I'll make you some tea. Oh, don't mention it. It's nothing, really. I'd hate to see anyone who needs my care tiring themselves out too much.
You intend to take a rest? I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Ready. Lightning, terrify! Our bond is strong.
Confess!
Have fun with this gift! Dare to mess with me?
Fracture! Can't move me!
Time to testify. Loaded. A sharpshooter.
Gears of the storm! I'll settle this!
Confess! Bring it on!
I think I'll read a little before the next battle begins. Please refrain from recommending something like a newspaper. I recognize that short-form articles may be a fitting choice, considering the limited amount of time at our disposal, but they're simply not to my taste.
Don't be too weirded out if you see me with my mask off while we rest. I'm just getting some fresh air. This place is way too idle. It gets to you after a while. Gotta take some deep breaths. Not that I'm rushing you, of course. I'll wait until you've made your preparations in full.
The way I see it, the use of force to subdue one's foes should always be a last resort. With enough careful planning and preparation, you can set things up so that by the time you have to confront your enemy, they fall to pieces in your hands. Saves a lot of time that way. Unfortunately, the tables are turned on us here. We're the challengers, and the one pulling the strings is hiding out of our reach.
Stay close and you will live.
Shine down! You're toast! Booba, get them!
Hunt them down. Into the shadows. Torn to oblivion.
Lightning, purify! Dissipate!
Time to testify. Loaded.
Eat this! Nice and spicy!
Now you shall perish!
Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance! Are you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
Yep, gotta love friendship. But, when you say a warm, fuzzy feeling in your stomach, there is something slightly concerning about that. Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What can they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold. That is the magic of imagination. Madam Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but... The thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madam Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals. There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me. I enjoy watching your performances, so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book. But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon. I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
I know you are a formidable warrior, but we must not underestimate the monsters in this domain. They seem to come in endless waves. Nor should you be afraid. I am here to answer your call, and I will stay by your side until every mystery here has been uncovered. With this blade, I shall slay any foe that comes our way.
I imagine you'll want to keep fighting soon. Do you want a bite to eat first? You know you love my cooking. You should never work on an empty stomach. More importantly, a proper meal will put you in a good mood, and you'll handle yourself better in a crisis. Here, some chopsticks for you. Don't be shy now. Dig in.
Barbados, guide us. Illusion shattered.
Here's Becca!
Eat this! Gooba, get them!
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape.
Go as one! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast!
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered. There is no escape. I swear by my sword.
Supporting fire! Check this out!
Gooba, get them! Hey-ya!
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered. Wind, hear me.
I got you covered!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat!
Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Fire it up!
I am considering whether to fetch my outstanding paperwork so that I can look through it during our downtime. Overkill? Maybe you're right. In that case, I'll brew some coffee. I'll make one for you too.
Want me to come along?
This is where you fall. Laid bare.
Barbados, guide us.
Can't fool me! As one with wind and cloud!
Go as one!
Cyclone!
Wind, hear me.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Witness my rise. Overruled. Transfixed. This is where you fall.
The wind knows me.
I swear by my sword.
Confess! Truth hurts! Clouds hide, the birds call!
Into the wind.
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Cyclone!
I don't believe anyone enjoys taking up arms and going to war unless they're seeking to fulfill some other desire. Whenever the sound of clashing blades fades into the distance, I appreciate the silence that follows all the more. Too quiet for you? Then I'll play a tune on the leaf, so you can be surrounded with the sound of nature.
Supporting fire!
Hey-ya! Nice and spicy!
Barbados, guide us.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Here's backup!
Eat this!
I swear by my sword.
Go as one!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Barbados, guide us.
I got you covered! Don't get too close!
You're toast!
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Wind, hear me.
Supporting fire!
Now you shall perish!
Hey-ya! Go as one!
Torn to oblivion!
I got you covered!
Booba, get them! You're toast!
There is no escape!
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
I swear by my sword!
Cyclone!
A festive reprise! Fire hazard!
No rest for the wicked.
Go as one!
Can't move it! Fracture!
Barbados, guide us.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
The fuse is lit! Here come the fireworks! By royal decree!
Confess! Truth hurts!
Time for a light show! Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from...
Wind, hear me.
Really? Cyclone!
The fuse is lit! That didn't count! A festive reprise! Oz revealed by... Fire hazard! Huh? This is supposed to be out of print! I've been looking for this for ages! I can't believe it! I wonder what else there is around here that I've been missing! I mean... The scrolls of destiny that anchor this realm in time and space make for a rather interesting read. Oz, lend me thy beak and lift the veil of darkness. By the power of my Ode de Verurteilung, the tears and suffering described herein shall be etched in my memory, and so shall I bestow upon them my blessing.
Want to get some shut-eye and rest for a bit? I'll keep you company. Or, if you're not sleepy, how about we chat for a bit? Maybe I could tell you a story. Oh, sorry. Am I talking too much? I just get so excited when I'm in a new place. I want to see everything there is to see. I've always got the energy to explore.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Let night fall! I'm going in! Enhanced Cannon Module 75! Go Bishop 2! Time for a light show! By royal decree, let's light it up!
desert!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Absorption test. Stand clear. Absorption test. Swirl. Mark.
Here come the fireworks! Oz, reveal thyself! I'm going in! Time for a light show!
If it's okay with you, I think we should check all the pillars in this room, just to make sure they're sturdy. If I spend too long in one place, sooner or later, accidents happen. It's not me I'm worried about, but if I'm gonna keep on adventuring with you, we gotta make sure everybody else is safe.
I once read a story about a wonderful paradise. Later on in life, it was also books that got me interested in studying alchemy. It's funny, but even now, that storybook about paradise and my alchemy textbooks are right next to each other on the bookshelf next to my bed. One day, I hope to break down the barriers between those books by using bioalchemy to create that paradise for real.
Evil shall be dispersed.
Everybody stand back!
Lament! Worthless! Here!
Let's light it up! Go as one!
Barbados, guide us.
Animo test 6308. Absorption test. Animo test 6308.
I'm going in!
Evil conquering! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Wind, hear me! Let's light it up!
Stand clear. Swirl. Mark 2.
Useless! Boring! Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here!
Fighting monsters is nothing new to me. If anything, it is these brief periods of leisure between battles that I'm not accustomed to. No matter. If you need to rest, I will stay here with you until you are ready.
If we wish to forge a new future, we cannot expect to stick to the same path trod by our forebears. And yet, many of the principles put forth in ancient writings are versatile in their application, so it is wise to be versed in the past as we consider the future. These days, I tend to take a look at any relevant historical records whenever I have an important decision to make. I always find it helps me come up with some good ideas.
Let me guess what you need most right now. A medicinal drink that can restore your full strength in one sip, or maybe a cream that can instantly heal your wounds. How'd I do? All this and more available right here, right now. Buy in bulk for big discounts. Don't let the price put you off. You're paying for all the hard work I and my private associates put in to bring these goods all the way from Sumeru.
Since we got some time on our hands, do you want to take a seat and shoot the breeze for a bit? I brought some drinks if you're thirsty. With me here, we can take whatever this domain has to throw at us. There's no point in spending all your time worrying about what lies beyond the horizon. If it's a sunny day, you can snooze away. And if there's dark clouds ahead, you just gotta roll up your sleeves and sail on through the storm. That there's the secret to living a happy life.
This domain is filled with mystery, but one fears that we shall miss much if we are too hasty to proceed. Perhaps we could pause for a moment. There is little of interest in this area, and if we were to while away the time through conversation, our throats would surely grow parched. Shall one fashion a supreme tea brewing machine one of these days? That way the fragrance of tea shall be ours to enjoy wherever we please. Ah, yes. A capital idea indeed.
Hey, cutie. Heading back in? You know, the further in we go, the tougher the monsters are going to get. But you've got nothing to worry about. I know every monster's weak spot like the back of my hand. I've read everything there is to know on the topic. So if you need someone to teach them a lesson, just let me know.
Sometimes a throwaway comment in a conversation outside of the battle can be the decisive factor in who wins and who loses. So even in the downtime between battles, I intend to stay alert and ready. Leave the intelligence gathering to me. You should rest.
If you think about it, you could define a challenge as a process that's difficult to get control over due to a lack of key information, right? Example, what foes are we likely to encounter when exploring this domain? How many hostile encounters are likely to occur? And what available countermeasures can we use? Take the time to thoroughly consider all these questions, then you'll find that reaching your goal is no longer a challenge at all.
I know all these books are meant for children, but some of these stories are actually quite good. Here, for example, this one's the story of two parrots that sue each other. Each accuses the other of stealing a poem that they both claim to have written that morning. But since they only know how to imitate speech, the judge has no way of knowing who actually wrote the poem first. Such a fun story. Any chance I can borrow it?
Quiet and cozy. This is a really great place to catch up on sleep. Oh, yeah. Please don't tell Lady Gucci I'm here. If she finds out, I'm toast. If there are no more battles today, can I chill out here a little longer?